Okay, episode 3, make car less.
Yeah!
Oh, I shouldn't curse in the first 30 seconds. Oh, fuck it. We're putting a stereo in because the car is, the exhaust now is good enough where you don't have to hear just the exhaust. But we have the problem of having no stereo. So we bought one, hopefully. We got a bunch of parts here, some nice Alpine bits, and a Bluetooth receiver guy, plus a whole bunch of extremely heavy sound deadening that we're gonna try and put on while we got the carpet ripped up. Yeah, you know what they say, the old Lotus way, make it more complex and add weight. It's gonna be our strategy today, and we're looking forward to it.
Yeah!
Years ago, I would have never even dreamed of taking the interior of my car out, but now after doing it a handful of times with chance, it's super easy. And so if I got one Linus tech tip for you, it's do car shit with your friends and you'll get better at doing car shit. I know, it's a big one. Also, if you've been wondering like what took so long with this video, you just put speakers in the car, stay tuned to the end because it turns out I have worse luck than just putting speakers in a car.
So, a couple cold ones and some hard work and elbow grease, and we got a lot of sound deadening, and as you can see, it goes pretty all the way up. Don't really, all these wires are pretty immovable, so not fucking with this. Driver's side Chance obviously did a better job than me, and it's more covered, but that's probably a good thing.
Just got a little bit more practice.
Yeah.
I did do the Forerunner, so.
Yeah. So yeah.
This is it for the cabin.
Sounds dead. Yay. So, tiny update. When we bought the speakers, we went and got a little amp, and then we got 2 5.5 inches and 2 4 inches. Turns out that we were wrong on all accounts. What kind of? These, the speakers that are behind the seats, are not 5.5s, they are 6.5s, which is great. So we went and swapped those out for bigger speakers, and I got them right here, nice little 6.5s. Hopefully they'll work just fine. Also had to pick up some wild 2025 by an RCA connector, so we can go from essentially the 4 channels that the amp has into the 2 channels that the Bluetooth receiver has. Anyways, after doing that, we realized that these speakers up here, you can kind of see one right here. These are the 4-inch speakers up on the dash. And after doing a fair bit of research, we don't think it's worth ripping the dash out because it's gonna be really hard to get that dash in there unbroken, no broken clips, and not rattling. And we would do the other thing. This car has what is called affectionately Bitching Betty, which is the 1980s computer that says, hey, your lights are on.
Lights are on.
She just tells you your lights are on or you need fuel and stuff. And if we ripped out those speakers and replaced them in this Bluetooth system, I believe we'd never hear from her again. And she is really nice because she tells me when my gas is low. I appreciate. Thank you, Betty. So we're not gonna replace those. We're just gonna go ahead and get these 2 6.5s here that are behind the chairs. Gonna go ahead and start wiring in the system and see where we are. Turns out that finding a home for an amplifier sucks. I don't know, it's hard to tell if like, hey, I can put it under the chair here because I don't have the carpet or the chair in or anything. So my leading choice right now is in here, this cluster of wires. Behind it is a nice little amplifier, but I can't really screw it down in here because it's in such a tight spot. And also, I'm not 100% sure there isn't something behind this that's important, like a gas tank. So I'm gonna keep figuring out maybe a better spot for it. I might just sacrifice one of these little storage cubbies and make it look kind of in. It'll be at least safe and accessible. Yeah, maybe it's that. So I'm setting up this storage bin that goes behind the passenger seat as our essentially whole audio getup. I'm gonna slam the amp in there and then attach our Bluetooth connector inside there, which is nice because it has a light, so we'll be able to check Oh, I got signal. Cool, good. Yeah, so I'm gonna make some questionable modifications to this probably irreplaceable part of ancient interior, but we'll have good sound afterwards, so. All right, I did it. Look at this. You can see in there, amplifier. This is our Bluetooth receiver. All of the wires on that side. So we'll have to connect up the RCAs here, outside of it in the body. And then yeah, it's pretty great. Just gotta do power, ground, and this is a live wire check to let it know that, hey, yes, only turn on when there's an accessory on. So gonna hook this up and then we're pretty close to done. Pretty lucky on this one. There is a very convenient ground right here that's just part of the chassis, and already has 2 other ones on it. So I'm just gonna back it out, find the right diameter, and then add a little male connector there, or whatever those things are called. Who knows? I'm gonna make it work. All right, so 2 things. I got my ground wire ran from the chassis into the bucket, the storage bucket back here. And so I have a ground coming off of, this is the one that's coming from the Bluetooth connector you can barely see there. And then there's another one that's on the other side of the amplifier's wiring harness, which is right here. And so I'm gonna do this and then use one of these wire conjoiner guys, like this bad boy, which you can see just, you put wires in and it crimps them together. And so I should, in theory, stack my grounds. I think this will work. Obviously, if it doesn't, you're gonna know, because the next clip will be of me probably pretty pissed off. And blammo, just like that. 2 rear speakers in, got them both. Blango. If you don't know much about how stereo systems work, neither do I, and you can go to another channel. Go watch, I don't know, Donut, they did it, and then go watch Big Time. I think they did it again, same guy. It's great both times. But the system is pretty simple. If you want to take a peek here, essentially you get a list of, hey, what's this wire? What the hell does it do? And then you go, oh wait, I want front left. That's this speaker. That's gonna be white, white, black. And then so you get the little wiring harness, and then you find your white and your white black strip, and then you attach them to the back of the speaker with some little quick female connects. And then bam, that's life. 2 in. Now time to put the carpet back together. It's been some time in my skills. Look how good I am at this now. That's the whole setup in the little box. Don't look in there where it's a fucking absolute rat's nest of bullshit. That's a no-go. But this looks nice and clean.
I don't know when it happened, but at some point during this day, I decided that 2 speakers weren't gonna be enough for me.
I know putting subs in the car is a bad idea, but something about it, oh, just tickles me right in the Fast and the Furious. And I'm sure I'll be annoyed with them because they'll probably rattle or some bullshit, and I'll have wasted $200 and take them out of the car here in a couple weeks. But the whole car is kind of fulfilling like an 18-year-old idiot's dream. I mean, look at how dumb it is. So I guess I might as well continue down that path. See if I hate it. The power into a fuse, maybe not the best thing to do, but we're not great mechanics, so I'm gonna think it's good to go. So I'm gonna get a chance so we can, what do speakers do, boom? I don't know. Okay, interior is obviously not put together, but do you wanna key on power here for us?
Yeah, dude. Let's hear
So
this
see,
shit.
I think this might work.
Yeah, and you've done the volume check, right?
Yeah, I think, okay, he's flashing blue.
Okay,
it
that's
should be-
good, that's good. Because we're not on, now we're on start. So that was just accessory power. So that is
Okay.
good.
So, he's already connected. Let me go, I had to download royalty-free music from the
Boo.
first episode opening
Oh.
to test. Let me double check. Okay, so we're down really low on the volume.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Speakers.
Okay.
Are they all working? This is like one volume. Go up.
Yeah.
That'll drown out the exhaust.
What exhaust?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Nice. Time to put the interior back. It's really weird.
Having music in
Yeah,
here?
because like, I mean, I bought this car in 2020, didn't get to drive it much. It took almost 3 years to swap the engine, whole thing. But still, I've had it for 5 years now.
Yeah.
This is one of
Wow.
the cars I've had for the longest amount of time in my life.
No shit, yeah.
That and the NB Miata I had for 7 years. That was the most I had a car for.
Okay.
It's never had a stereo. Never having had a stereo,
In here, listening to music, not
it feels
the
so
headphones.
weird. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just like, wow. I didn't think I'd like care, but just all of a sudden driving it, I was like, actually, no, that was worth the like $900 in bullshit it cost me.
You did put a
Uh,
bit.
And I mean, I think as you do anything to your car and it actually works, you're like, fuck yeah,
Yeah.
right? The car certainly was a 1 out of 10 daily car.
It was pretty
sucked.
awful when we got it. When we got it back.
Now that it has power steering, a clutch that doesn't blow ass,
Yeah.
music,
Exhaust that doesn't deafen
exhaust
you.
that isn't droney on the highway and deafening. It might be up to a 5 out of 10.
It's getting there, dude.
I think if this had AC, I could daily drive it without an issue.
And that is the exact moment I'm pretty sure I fucking jinxed it. Because right after that, my car that was running great and I was really enjoying stopped running great, which is why this episode has taken forever to put out, because we've now spent 3 months chasing down this really weird fucking noise that keeps changing and keeps getting different. Here's a clip.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah, okay. What the fuck is that about?
Good question.
And yeah, turns out it's a pretty big rabbit hole to figure out what the hell is going on. Take your guess in the comments below, because I now just figured out what happened, and we're going to talk about that next episode, which should come out a lot faster. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hopefully we can get the car back on the road very soon.